After I watch this, I was gonna tell you about this, but like completely forgot. After I watched Star Trek Lower Decks, I started, and this would kind of put me behind on anime. I started a Star Trek binge, like a binge. I went from Star Trek Lower Decks to Star Trek Discovery to Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Like Star Trek Discovery is 5 seasons. Star Trek Strange New Worlds is on season 2 right now, I think, and
You
I'm like
watched
caught
all
up in
five
season 2.
seasons?
Yeah. I went on a binge of Star Trek, and these shows were amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my, they were amazing. Yeah. And what's even funnier, so all 3 shows, like, so the one thing that's really good about Star Trek is they make everything like canonical. So things can match up with other shows. Even if the show was made in 1986, it'll match up with Lower Decks. Like there's stuff that mixes and matches. What's fantastic is, so Star Trek Discovery is a show about a Star Trek ship, Discovery, who's in the normal star date, like the regular time period of all the other Enterprises with Captain Pike before Captain Kirk takes over, right? And they end up, this isn't really a spoiler, it says it in the first fucking thing, but they end up getting trapped 900 years in the future, right? So, and they're trapped there. Like that's the end of the show. They're there. They're living their new life there with new technology, all types of shit, right? Well, Star Trek Strange New Worlds is that Captain Pike with the Star Trek or Starship Enterprise that was attached to Discovery, or like they knew each other. It's just his own show now, starting after the events of them leaving to the future, 900 years in the future. So it starts. Yeah, it starts. Yeah, so Star Trek Discovery is mostly from like season 2, all in the future, 900 years in the future. And then right when they left the present and went to the future and got trapped there is when Star Trek Strange New World starts with the Enterprise. And then Lower Decks. So Lower Decks is a cartoon. So Lower Decks is about 120 years after Strange New Worlds. Well, and in this season of Strange New Worlds, like the 2 episodes from where it's stopped right now because they have more episodes coming out, they did a cross episode where it started, the episode of Strange New Worlds, which is real people, by the way, started out as Star Trek Lower Decks, and I clicked on it and I was like, wait a second, am I watching a new episode of Lower Decks? What the fuck? Like, and I was like, I'm not mad, but fuck it. I clicked on it and I looked at it and it says Strange New Worlds. I'm like, what the hell? And like my wife was watching with me. I was like, no way. There's no way they're about to do a fucking crossover episode. And our kids Boilmer, Mariner, and Rutherford find a time portal, and their job is to just research it, take pictures, and then go back to their ship. Well, they accidentally activate it, and then on the other side is Captain Pike and them at 100 years in the past, 120 years in the past, looking at the time portal, doing the same thing. Boilermer falls through the portal to the other side to where Captain Pike is on Strange New Worlds, and it's the same voice actor that plays Boilermer, but in his real live action Boilermer in there, and he's like stuck in the whole thing. And then eventually Mariner as soon as they're about to send him back to the future, Mariner jumps through to come save him, and it's the same voice actor that plays Mariner. And it's a fantastic fucking episode. Like, it's absolutely good.
That's a fan episode. That's a crossover.
Oh yeah, that's fan service right there.
Yeah, that's fan service. That's fucking American fan service right there.
And like Tendi and Rutherford were still in their cartoon versions, and they were like, we're gonna come over and help you. They're like, no, because they kept fucking shit up. Like there was a whole episode about how Tendi's people used to be pirates, and like he's trying to save Captain Pike and them from like killing these pirates because they're not supposed to be pirates anymore. Like it was a whole thing, but
did it work well? I know you're about to close.
Yeah.
But did it like the animated to the real, like the
it was seamless
transition? Yeah,
because the guy. So you've seen The Boys, right? So the human that is on the team of the boys that starts off like as a pussy, his girlfriend dies from the runner. I forgot what his name is, like the Flash type character. A-Train, the one that kills his girlfriend, and he's the like skinny kid who starts off in that group with the boys trying to kill the superheroes. That's who's the voice actor for Boimler. So, and he looks pretty much just like Boimler. And they throw some blue hair dye in his hair, and he has the uniform, and he acts just like him. He screams like him. He everything. And Mariner, Like obviously Mariner's like super skinny in the show, but like the Mariner looks pretty like just like her, honestly. Like looks just like her in live action as well. And plus they have their own voices. It's very rare you can get a voice actor to play their live action counterpart.
Yeah.
So like they look just like them, act just like them. I mean, it was almost seamless. Like it was practically seamless. So cool. It was a good fucking thing. Anyways,